Today's video is a little homey vlog. So today I am actually home alone, which is unheard of, but I go back to work on Monday, so today's Thursday. I go back to work next Monday after a year of maternity leave. Somehow it's flown by. Alfie has started his full-time nursery today. I just thought I'd give him an extra day to get settled whilst I'm at home. And it gives me a day to get things sorted before I go back as well. So Alfie and Emmy are there all day. It is actually midday already, but it's only just got to the stage where it's light enough outside to film. It's been so dark all day and dingy. So I wasn't actually going to record, but now it's brightened up, I thought I'll just do a little homey vlog. You can just follow me around with the jobs that I'm doing. I've got a lot of just tidying, general sorting out to do. You know, it's nice to be able to just walk around and tidy and clean with nobody around and not having to be quiet because there's a child asleep or anything like that. But yeah, it's probably going to be a long time before I'm home alone again like this with nothing to do but tidy and clean. So I need to try and get as much done as I can. I'm probably not just going to show you around whilst I'm tidying up because that will just take forever. But if I'm sitting down doing bits and bobs, I'll just show you what I'm doing and talk you through stuff. So I am actually in Emmy's room this morning. It's quite messy in here. This is the room we tend to play in before bedtime, but it doesn't take long to tidy up. But I've got washings put away. I've totally thrown Alfie's wardrobe out onto the carpet in his room because it was in major need of a sort out, so I need to sort that. But yeah, there's just various bits and bobs all around that I need to do, to be honest. So I've got now about 4.5, 5 hours to go before I need to pick the kids up, so I've got a long time to go still, and I've managed to do quite a lot of jobs already. This morning I have taken bits to the clothes recycling in Tesco car park, and I've took some electrical bits down. There's an electrical recycling box near our library, so I haven't used it before, but I saw it and I looked online at what you could put in there, and I had some old straighteners and 2 pairs of curlers that I've put in there, so I feel good that that's gone. I feel like I've done a lot of decluttering and getting rid of things recently, so it always makes me feel good when I can get things out of the house, especially at this time of year because your house gets so full of Christmas presents and Christmas clutter everywhere, so it's nice to feel that you're also getting rid of bits as well. So yeah, I'm going to do a few little jobs now and then I'll check back in shortly.
You've stayed away, oh I won't let it show. You got a hold on me. I remember the sound of us being loud, so loud, so loud. Just wonder where you're walking and talking, thinking are you the same? Wonder how you're doing and moving through the crowds every day. And all I wanna know, are you thinking about me? I just gotta know. I just gotta know. So dumb, I wish I could get you out of my head. So numb, doing all I can to move, but I can't. Oh no, I gotta let you go. So dumb, I wish I could get you out of my head. So dumb, I wish I could get you out of my head. I wish I could get you out of my head. I don't know why I still got your shirt. It's like time flies, but it still hurts. Oh, you're moving on, I know by your tone, while I'm moving backwards. Just wonder where you're walking.
So one of the main rooms I really need to sort out in this house is Alfie's room. So it's the nursery, so Emmy was in here, and then the room that Emmy's in now used to be the spare room, so sort of the dumping ground almost for things that didn't have a home yet or were up for sale somewhere or whatever. His room has now become that. I think because obviously when they're a baby they don't really use their room. It still is sort of becoming the dumping ground because we don't really have anywhere else to put things. It is very messy at the minute because, like I said, I got all the wardrobe out, so it's extra messy, but there's just so much in here that needs sorting because I feel so bad for him. Like, he obviously doesn't care because he's one, so he doesn't care, but it would be nice for him to have a space that's not just full of stuff. So I'm going to try and sort it as much as I can today because it's out of control, especially right now. I'll show you. So this is the current situation. So all of this stuff here is what's come out of the wardrobe. So obviously all this junk isn't normally here, but this is up for sale. That's my old Mac computer that I need to get picked up. The push chair that we don't use anymore, so that needs cleaning and selling, which that is just such a big job, and that's one of those things that I will literally avoid like the plague, but it does need doing because it's quite a big thing. I think if it was just the push chair it wouldn't be as bad, but there's like a lot that comes with it, so it's just a lot to do. The toys obviously are kept in here because he plays with them, they just need tidying. Nappies can go away. The big box, that's a jumperoo that is up for sale. Where do you keep things like that? And then the bits on top can probably be put away. So, you know, it's not the best nursery in the world, is it? So I'm going to try and get cracking and sort that now. I'm going to start with the wardrobe because there's things that need to be moved or put away or, you know, bagged up, whatever. Let's see what I can get done. I'm sat in the thick of it now. So I've got the baby carrier that we do not use anymore that needs to be put on Facebook Marketplace. So I took pictures of it the other day and it's been washed and found the box, so I'm going to pop it all back in the box and put that on Facebook Marketplace now. I feel like I've just got so much stuff to sell, I almost need a room for just selling things. I guess this is what happens when you have your last baby, you've got so much stuff to get rid of, which feels really nice, but I wish it would just be sold. So I've just reduced a few things. So the bouncer I've reduced, the chair I've reduced down on Facebook and hoping it will go. I really thought the jumperoo would be sold quite quickly. I put it on for 50 quid, but to buy it brand new it's £90. But I guess people want something for nothing these days, so I've reduced it to 40 and we'll see how I get on. Knowing things like that, it will probably need to be more like 20 quid before it's sold, but we can try, can't we? Especially living in Cornwall, I feel like people may tend to pay a little bit more for second-hand things because there's not as much around, but you know, every little helps, doesn't it? So I'm going to put this on Marketplace now. Nothing makes me feel better than getting rid of things. I feel like I've changed a lot on that front. I used to be very like I didn't like throwing things away, especially as a kid. I think it's because I was the third child, so like I'd literally have anything I could get my hands on. But now I find that I get so overwhelmed and stressed when there's too much stuff around. I hate it. I just want everything gone. Main problem at the minute is toys because it's just never ending, and obviously it's nearly Christmas, there's going to be more. I do try and sell things when I can, but because Alfie's only just turned 1, a lot of the baby things we still use. Although, I've researched a lot into sort of independent play and minimalist playing, and a lot of places do say that the more toys you have, the less they will play because there's just too much choice. So I might try and have a bit of a cull after Christmas and see what we can depart with, because there is certainly things we don't use. I've said it in one of my other videos, the kitchen we've got downstairs, toy kitchen, it just doesn't get used as much as I hoped it would by Emmy, because, and I don't know if it's because there's too much in there and she gets a bit overwhelmed with all the stuff, so I don't know, we'll see how we do. It's just one of them jobs you just never have time for, isn't it? That took a long time. So I've sorted Alfie's room. I have done a few other little bits around the house, but actually I think all the stuff that is up for sale goes. The room will be much better. So like I say, that's going to be sold. I might put that in the attic if it'll fit. I've got a feeling it doesn't fit through the hatch, and that's why we didn't do it before, because actually we used to keep it in the garage. So, much better on the floor. The pushchair needs sorting still, which I think this is one of the jobs where I need to write down step by step what I need to do, otherwise I just won't do it. My Mac I'm going to sort tonight, and this chair. This chair, for some reason, Facebook Marketplace does not like it, and it keeps telling me it's against the rules. But why would it be against the rules? If anyone has any idea, please let me know. I might put that in the attic as well, and then Alfie's room will be an actual normal bedroom. It's funny how being alone in the house makes you think so differently compared to when the kids are here, because on the days the kids are here, and I'm sure if you've got children you feel the same, the days are quite stressful, and if I've not had a lot of sleep especially, I find that I'm so grumpy, and you know, I struggle to see past the mess, I think. And you're constantly being told enjoy the time with the kids when they're little, because they're not little for long, and I know that, and I do try to. I do make a point of playing with them and spending time with them, but also I can't switch off from the mess. I just can't do it. So when they're here and there's always mess, and you know, I can see that the kitchen needs cleaning or the floors need doing, I can't see past it. I really struggle. But when they're not here, I'm more like, yeah, it does, like if the house is a mess now, I'm like, it doesn't matter now, like I just need to enjoy them more. It's so hard, it's hard to explain what I mean, but like I said, if you're a mum, I'm sure you understand, or a dad. There's mum guilt everywhere you go, but right now when they're not at home, I think it doesn't matter if there's mess, but when they're here and there's mess, I stress about the mess. You can't win. But I'm glad I've had this day on my own to try and get things back to normal a little bit. It has really highlighted how much the house needed just tidying, because I've basically spent nearly all day just tidying, sorting things, putting things back where they go. There's just obviously jobs that were on the list that haven't been done for a long time that were overdue, and the list got longer and longer. So it is only 2 o'clock, so I have still got 2.5, 3 hours to go. So I have got time to clean now. First of all, I'm just going to go through Alfie's and Emmy's wardrobes to see if there's any clothes I can take out and sell or donate, because they're getting quite crammed in there. Obviously I know it's Christmas, so they've got the Christmas clothes out, but it's just also another one of those jobs that just never gets done. So I'm just going to have a quick sift through now. So this is the pile that I've just got out of the wardrobe. That's quite decent, I think. And the hard thing now is sifting through and figuring out what I need to put on Vinted. Vinted is a full-time job when you've got kids, I swear to God. I understand why people just give everything to charity. I have made a lot of money, otherwise I wouldn't carry on. But it takes so much time and space. Thankfully, there's a lot of room under my bed, so I'll just put them in bags under there. Because sometimes I find it extremely overwhelming, especially now there's 2 children to sort. And because when we had Emmy, we kept all of her clothes in the attic in case we had another girl. And then we had a boy, so I had 2 years of girl clothes to go through and put on there. So I think that's not helped, but yeah, I've made over £400 now, so I'm not going to quit. I just need a little rant, but I'm going to do this now, otherwise it will just be a pile that's left around the house. I've done a horrible job of recording today. I'm very sorry. I've not filmed hardly anything that I've done. But I've just been downstairs tidying and doing little jobs, so it's not really that easy to film things that are just tiny bits and bobs. I've just sorted out the bookshelf. This shelf in particular often becomes the dumping ground for little bits. Poor Emmy, most of her toys have a little bit she can't have because Alfie just puts things in his mouth. I've never met a child put so much stuff in his mouth. He's like not interested in any toy, just wants to eat toys. He's 1 and he's still got no teeth, so I guess it's that. But all of her toys that have got like little pieces or thin things, we just have to put out of reach because he'll just eat it. So it often gets dumped on that shelf, so I've just been putting that all back where it goes. Emmy's got literally a bucket now in her wardrobe full of tiny pieces that he can't have. I keep saying to her, one day he won't do this and you can just have toys out, which will be nice for all of us, to be honest, because there's just little bits, you know, they were just everywhere. So I'm glad I've put them all in one place. It was Alfie's birthday on Monday, so there is blue balloons, and there's one over there in the room, which I toyed with taking them down because obviously it's Christmas and it doesn't really go with the Christmas vibe, but I feel bad because his birthday was only on Monday and it's Thursday, so usually I leave things like that up for a week. And I know he's only 1 and he doesn't care, but it's mum guilt, isn't it? So I might just leave them for tomorrow and then take them down. Anyway, sorry, rambling. So I'm just going to go to Tesco now. I've got some clothes that need to go to the clothes bank, which, to be honest, I feel like I keep them going because at the minute I'm dropping a bag off every week. I don't know where it's all coming from, but I've got bits in here to drop in the clothes bank, just little bits of Alfie's and one of my cardigans. and then I'm just going to grab a few bits from the shop as well. And I just want to say, it's so nice just to be able to walk out of the door alone and walk down the street without having to get the pushchair out. And we live down steps, so it's quite annoying having to go up and down, up and down, up and down to get the kids out. But yeah, just it's lovely just to be able to walk out on my own and go to the shop. So I'm really going to enjoy this walk. I've just got home and I'm probably just going to end the video here because it's getting dark now, and it's always very hard to film in my house when it's dark and you can't really see, so I just thought I'd end it here. I'm sorry this has been the most boring video in the world because I haven't filmed much at all, but to be honest I've really just had to focus on getting the house done. So yes, I'm going to love you and leave you. There's my lovely little tree in the background just before I go. I actually did plan all these nice Christmas video ideas, but I just haven't done any of them. Sometimes I think when you've got young children, it's just very hard to find the time to actually squeeze in recording and filming. And obviously, like I said, I'm going back to work on Monday, so who knows if I'll even find the time to carry on doing YouTube, because the last time I did not. But I feel like I'm more committed this time, so it might just be a bit longer in between videos. But I'll try my best here and there when I can. At the moment I am still not working on Fridays, but I do have both kids at home, so it's not always that easy. Emmy starts school in September, so 9 months away, which mental, can't believe it. But obviously on those days then Alfie will still nap, so I'll have some time then. So it might just be a bit of a stretch of time where I'm absent whilst I'm just getting used to working and normal life again. But thank you for watching this very boring video if you've made it this far, and I will see you soon.